Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to Macabre Monday. Sorry I'm late. Nearly 2 full hours late as well. I can't hear myself talk over this game. It's even a little loud on stream, but we'll see. Ooh. Oh, also. I'll go ahead and read that one, because I don't think it was terribly audible over the music. I could be wrong. Well, I can tell by the way you walk, you're a woman's man. No time to talk. You're goddamn right, Alloy. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Alloy. But yeah, having a lazy day. Woke up quite late, went to sleep quite late. Just had breakfast, had my coffee, so we're going to get into it. We're gonna finish this game today, come what may. Yeah, before I do that, I'm sure the game could stand to come down a little bit, and the game's not even being captured right now, so we're gonna fix that. Nice late kind of day. Yeah, I'm not too bothered by it. It can indeed be a nice late kind of day. One thing I'm gonna do as well. Oh, hang on. What is this with my bitrate? Bitrate looks good. Okay. I go to stream elements. Oh, also, I mean, a lot of things I forgot to do apparently. I need to launch my streamer bot. And then I need to actually go to stream elements and turn up that voice to text. Just a moment. Overlays. And the question is, which of these am I actually using? Because I'm actually not sure. I have a lot of very similarly labeled overlays. I don't know what I use anymore. Howdy. Hello, Allie. Are you winning, son? Well, we've just gotten started, so yeah, of course we're winning. There is a way. Event list webcam frame is not. Alert box, chat box right. That's the naming format. Cool. There's only 2 of them. Give me just a moment. So, we want to go to alert box. Settings. Is there no way? I know there's a way to change the... Really should have done this before the stream, but I didn't even think about it. Mainly just because I've rarely been in a situation where I can't hear the text-to-speech over the game. Don't tell me you have to adjust the volume for each individual alert. That's stupid, but okay. They're all set to 50%. So let me... Hopefully the TTS is the same volume, but I'll just bump all that up to 75. And let me just do this for the rest of them. You really should not have to. That's foolish. You can't even do it, and you have to use a slider. You know, I like stream elements. They provide a lot of good utilities, but good lord, their UI is far from perfect. I don't even know for sure if this is gonna actually... Oh no, is it not? Hang on. No, text-to-speech volume is its own thing. Oh my goodness. Alright, hang on. Careful, Jack. A jaunt is longer than you think. I know. Well, I didn't know. Now I do. Thank you for the warning. We're gonna try. Hopefully it's not much longer than 6 hours, but if it is, so be it. I'm chillin' today. It's probably kind of hard to hear me when I'm not facing the microphone. Sorry about that. Video volume control. Is all of the TTS set to 75? I can never even see it properly. Jesus. Here. You won't be able to see me because the mic arm's in the way, but at least you can hear me. Yeah, TTS settings. Text, they're all set to 75. Alright, well let's bump them all up to 100 then. And hopefully that's actually something that's been maintained across the settings. It is! Okay, some of them have different voices, but I think it's because only one of them actually says anything. Only one of them allows TTS, but That should be all TTS set to 100%. Let me just make sure it's the same for the other overlay. Very silly of me just leaving this to do until right now. TTS. Oh no, that is global. Really? Okay, I mean that's great. You don't actually have to... Yeah, perfect. Text-to-speech volume is global across all your overlays. You only have to change it once. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I am aware you cannot see what I am doing. So let's fix that. Oh, and also... What a wonderful start to the stream. I forgot to turn off my AC. I'm pretty sure OBS does a pretty good job. Why is this game so fucking loud? It's crazy. Pretty sure OBS does a good job of filtering that AC out, but who knows. Back to the voiceover dungeon with you. I refuse. You'd better, Ghost. We need that video pronto. Okay, I just remembered we do still need... God, a moment of silence is lovely. Why is that game so fun? I love the soundtrack, but holy shit. Here. What I can probably do. No? Okay, thank you. I look forward to finding out which word you destroy for yourself this time. Did ghosts destroy a word for themselves? Can't think of it the same way anymore. Haven't heard this story. I'm genuinely just trying to get it so that I can fucking... Thank you. Okay. OBS. Open that. No. I have never run OBS in safe mode. I don't think I ever will, because that's never the issue. So we're going to want full screen projector preview set to the capture card, and there we go. And there we go. Okay. Okay. So full disclosure, I do not 100% remember many of the details. Oh, you can just straight up visit Housie though. Now, I do remember, of course, that last time around, the very last thing that happened at the start of Chapter 4 was Housie got abducted by the darkness. So this isn't canon right now, but I could use a refresher. Just general thing of seeing, speaking, and hearing the same words so much that they doubt themselves. I see. But we've all been there. So let's go A and D is just pretend scrolling. Oh, no, that's right. It's that 3 out of 4 on the bottom really is misleading. That's just how many you have. It's not which one you're on. Last time it was Void and House. Makes sense, yeah. Welcome in, by the way, Ghost, Alloy, Alley. Didn't give you a proper welcome. I was busy doing background maintenance. I hope you're all doing very well. The ragdoll, a mocking echo of the two-legged ones that were. The ragdolls spring to life if given a mask. The daughter, a wanderer from a faraway place. She knows no master and loves to dance in the dark. And the soothsayers, worshippers of fire. The soothsayers jump from work table to work table, making sure things are what they're meant to be. We missed that one. And those are the figurines from the first chapter. So first chapter, I'm just going to go through what I remember so I can keep up, since this is such a, it's a very tightly packed, story-dense game, and I want to be on pace with it. So first chapter, what, you wake up, you're identified as the burnt one, you walk around for a while, and then you find Pot Boy, and he's the best thing that's ever happened to you. You light his flame, and you lead him along for a while. That's pretty much all I remember from the first chapter. I know we've gathered that we're clay creations on work tables, and our work table seems to have been abandoned for a while, maybe. That's the vibe I'm getting. Then there's chapter 2, which was all the heads, the nobodies who, let's see, they started out hunting the monsters. It starts with an M. I don't remember what they're actually called. It's like Morlack or something like that. Uh, they come in there with their bodies, the somebodies, which I think are ragdolls. No, no, they're not ragdolls. They're their own thing, the somebodies. So they come around with heads attached. They hunt those things to extinction, and then something bad happens. I think they run out of food or they run out of fire or something, and then they start getting hunted or something like that. Anyway, they regret what they did and they remove their heads from their bodies and become nobodies. And then you come along and fix their problems and create kind of a truce when the monsters come back to start hunting them. And they Mulgrim, there we go, the tale of the loathsome Mulgrim. It was right there all along. And they decide that maybe it's time to get their bodies back. And then on the next chapter, you see a bunch of bodies marching towards them, headless bodies. The headmaster, ahead. What happened to its body? The old man. By a loathsome shack in an out-of-the-way part of Coalhaven, the old man sits and waits. He can be heard humming a lullaby, a prayer for forgiveness. That's right. And the next story after that, you seem to just get previews of the figurines in the chapter prior. But in chapter 3, you get the story of Coalhaven, which is, as far as I understood it, because there did seem to be two different girls whose parents were, one whose parents were dead, which I guess was just world building apart from the actual story. But the second one, who that chapter focused on, she saw burning matches as stars in her imagination, and so she kept burning the town's matches to the point where they didn't have any more. And they, not knowing who actually did it, followed the trail of burning matches, and then burnt the house down of the girl and her parents. And he is the one who maintains his sanity, I guess, his memory, his personhood long enough to stay guilty about it forever. But you do play her song for him one more time, and he just decides, well, I'm going to sit with the guilt even more, pretty much. The Mulgrim, noble creatures and chosen keepers of fire, the Mulgrims have always been misunderstood and envied by the two-legged beings. That's right, the Mulgrims were given, fire, basically, in this world, meant to watch over it, and the somebodies wanted it, so they tried to take it from them. But for some reason, these creatures are entrusted with fire. And there you go. Chapter 3 figurines. This is good. I'm getting the refresher I was after. The Moonbird, who told us the story of the nobodies and somebodies, and the Mulgrims. Born anew, each time the sun dies, the Moonbird feeds on the flickering flame of hope and tragedy, a hunger which can never be sated. That's right, the sun died, and that's why everyone's after fire. Auntie Merkel. The Merkels are sun-loving beings who are afraid of the dark, yet there are several tales of Merkels who dared to seek it out anyway. And a nameless creature, one of many species found in the forest along the walk. Some creatures prefer not to have names. And the Soulfisher, who's been giving us some exposition throughout. In the beginning, there was the dark, the road, and the Soulfisher playing his banjo, or so they say. People are wondering if he's even part of this world's, made on this craft table. The Crawler, the enemies up to this point in the game, at least the ones that I can actually fight back against. Made with corrupted clay from underneath the work table, the Crawlers are always starving and on the hunt to repay the debt of the fire owed to the dark itself. Yeah. These are like the disregarded scraps come back together. And then we've got all of these voice logs. I have 18 out of 25, which I probably won't listen to because that is going to take a while. Got plenty of music, and then there are some new things to watch with this. Now, I was wondering before, I didn't get a chance to check at the end. I did miss number 7, so part of the story is going to be missing for my first playthrough, which really sucks because I get the feeling I'm not going to miss any more. It's just going to be It's just gonna be the one. But okay, let's see how it goes. I'm almost sure I know where it was, too. That makes it worse.
She came back one day from a long while of rock-picking under the gnarly trees. Usually the Merkel had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
I wonder if once you find all of them, you can just play them back to back.
The Merkel dreamt many dreams of the mysterious moon and the critters living within its craters, and of the ocean and its deep secrets known only to the sea creatures and the corals, and of the twinkling stars that had so much to tell, but they were too far away to be heard. All of it intertwined in a colorful tapestry.
What does Potboy do while that's happening? He seems to duck away, doesn't he?
And so she woke with a yawn, so big
Yeah, he
it
dims
could
himself
devour
and sits
the
and
sun.
watches. Excellent.
She had slept for just about a decade. A decent nap by Merkel standards. She smacked her dry lips, looking forward to what the new dawn had to offer as she left her lair and went out into the cool night. Wait a minute, she exclaimed. Night?
We're not done just yet, Potboy.
Where was the sun? Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Merkel mumbled softly to herself. Winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap.
And number 5.
The Merkel had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades. Now that counts as oversleeping even by Merkel standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
And number 6.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Merkel asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Merkel had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed the gentle push south down the midnight walk and to the Darklands.
And we've missed number 7, number 8.
After a long while of following oversized snail-like tracks in the mud, trudging deeper and deeper into the mushroom-ridden swamps, the Merkel heard a harrowing howl. Up on a hill stood a looming figure, dark and still in the quiet of the night. Lo and behold, the Mulgrim, she thought to herself in slack-jawed awe. She greeted the creature with a quivering voice and, unable to restrain herself, asked, "Do you know who took the sun away?"
Well, we missed her traversal into the swamps, but it seems like nothing too plot critical there. Almost gives the impression that maybe I didn't miss it. I don't think so, though. It's been in sequence up to that point. It'd be weird if they saved number 7 for the end. We've got 9, 10, and 11 now. And I imagine we'll find the last 4 before we're back at Housie again, but can't say for sure.
Talking to monsters had never been any Merkel's forte, but this meeting proved spectacularly disastrous. Barely escaping the gnashing teeth of the Mulgrim, she managed to escape by jumping into a lake, following its stream away from the swamps. Although the Mulgrim was far behind her, she could still hear its melancholy howl. Mad with grief, she mumbled, as I will be unless I find the sun again. Tired from running, she searched for shelter and found a dark, dank cave. Cozy, even by Merkel's standards.
And number 10.
The wind blew cold in the cave, its whispers strangely soothing to the Merkel. As it turned out, the whispering belonged to a pack of starving crawlers who had begun circling her, their language known only to the dark itself. What are you searching for, little limb tree? They sounded in guttural unison. These are dark days, and your kind does not belong anymore. The Merkel gathered her courage. I am looking for the sun. I know you crawlers eat fire for dinner. Did you eat it? They sniffed her lantern hungrily, and instinctively, she offered its flame to them.
An alliance with the crawlers. Oh, I think she'll need to run from that, but I imagine we're not going to get the whole story.
The crawlers cackled like mad chickens. Keep your fire, Clayling. Take it to the dark itself. Perhaps there you shall find answers. Before the poor little Merkel could shriek, the crawlers had gone with the wind. Knowing not where to find the dark itself, everything looked pretty dark to her. The Merkel found her way back on the road, further away from home than she had ever been. The hills were looking stranger by the hour. The rocks upon them seemed to move. They were the head people, a peaceful yet grumpy sort who didn't take kindly to somebody's perusing their lands. They muttered at her as she passed them, but she couldn't make out their words. What's that, little headlings? Are you saying you know who took the sun away? But the heads only grunted and rolled away, back to the safety of their huts.
Okay. I think that was a good enough refresher. I remember well enough where we were and where we need to go from here. Yeah, not worth listening to all of the audio recordings again. Though, how'd I do as far as progress? Did I find have I kept up with all 18 up to this point? Looks like I have. No, I did miss one during the Tale of Coalhaven. I think the Craftsman's Heart, though, is what we're on right now. Do we only have... Well, there are 6 chapters, and this, I believe, is what I'm on right now. Tale of the Craftsman's Heart, so... It seems then... What is this last chapter? This will be Tale of Moon Mountain. No, this is the Tale of the Dark, and this is the Tale of Moon Mountain. So during the Tale of the Dark, there's not going to be any audio logs. I'll bet there's not going to be any story pages either. It's just going to be models. Cool. I'm. This is probably a game that I'm going to play again off stream just for me, which is pretty uncommon. But anyway, let's get right into it. Not right into it, after, you know, burning all the viewership away on a recap. Alright, so... Oh, it saved before this happened. I see, so we get to see this again. It's alright, Potboy. We'll get the housey back. And that was immediately after seeing the eyes of what I can only assume is the main antagonist of the story, the Dark. Seeing the eyes within Housey. Now I have to remember the controls. Is it E? Is it Shift? Is it Q? Is it Tab? Tab brings that out. C? Z? V? Wow. Is it really? It seems so intuitive before. Oh, it's space. Okay. And then press E to direct Potboy. Very good. Alright. Let me just see then. Keep an eye out for anything to collect. Want to get as much story as I can on the first playthrough and go for a completionist run on the second. I was really surprised to see, at least on Twitch, this category had like no viewership last week. This week, when I started anyway, it was at a couple hundred. So, surprising. Makes me wonder what the reception has been to this game so far, because it seems to have kind of flown under the radar. We've got some stuff going on here, but it sure does feel... There's a sarcophagus. I'll be respawning there. Sure does feel like I should have picked up a collectible. But perhaps not. Probably not worth worrying about that too much, since I already know I'm going to have to do another playthrough to find everything. Anyway, what is the puzzle? Do not fear the form. Witness your fears and close your eyes to transform them. Oh, indeed. Does that mean I can transform these back into monsters by closing my eyes when I look at them? Because that's the strong implication that I'm getting. Potboy, light us up a candle. Oh, I see. And I have to be on that side of them. So I'm going to have to convert one of these guys into a monster to step on this pressure plate. And then I'm going to have to run through. Oh, and okay. Not only that, I'm going to have to convert this into a monster, lure it over here, and then close my eyes to it again. That's interesting, because just before, I get the sense that in lore, these are going to be different monsters from the ghost that we encountered in Coalhaven. But Potboy, are you stuck between idle positions when I look over here? I think he is. It's okay, Potboy. No need to be afraid. Let's see. So before, the issue that I took with the ghost was that there weren't really any stakes, since all you had to do is fucking that. I didn't. That was a demonstration. I wasn't ready for this. Since all you had to do to get rid of them was to close your eyes, which takes a millisecond to move your thumb to the space bar, and then another millisecond to keep your eyes closed. Oh, sorry, I can't have steaks. No, you're not allowed. No steaks. They're vegetarians is the issue. But this actually makes it so that at least there's a puzzle element to it. So, what are these things called? The enemy. With the eye on it, that you have to freeze in the right place over a pressure plate, does a nice job of actually gamifying the, in quotes, close your eyes to beat the enemy mechanic. Oh, let's timestamp that. 35-ish, 33-ish, I suppose. Ooh, 33. Run, pot boy, run! That proved much easier than I thought it would be, but I don't know. Maybe they weren't expecting it to be so immediately obvious. Ooh, this is kind of cool though. So now, this is fun. No, just the whole system of having them here and like acting as obstacles is cool. All right, Potboy, you don't want to stand there, friend. So I guess I'm gonna have to get as far away from this guy as I can, activate him, and then run back to the closet over there, which I think I can do. Ooh, but it is a tense moment. No, go, get in. F? F? That's right, it's F to get in there. Yeah, real quick, just because I am very much looking in the process of researching this, I'm very much looking for chase sequences that actually give me a little bit of adrenaline, so decent chase sequence created from this mechanic as well. Real quick, just to give myself a little more to go on there. Yeah, and ambiguity surrounding the distance I gave myself, I suppose, is why. We'll timestamp that one too. Don't really need to, but 035. All right. I'm beginning to understand. You run the risk of getting two, or just swapping one out for the other. I suppose I didn't actually have to run back to the closet there. I could have just lured it out, all the way out here. Let's just do that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lure it out so we can get around it, and there we go. Okay, so yeah, no, you absolutely didn't have to run to the closet. That was me misunderstanding. I don't know, that seemed too easy, so I decided to do it the hard way. It wasn't even really the hard way, it was just incorrect. Real quick, it also just feels like it's been a while since I picked up a collectibles. Let me run back here for a second. I noticed the VOD on YouTube didn't look as good as like the Resident Evil 2 VOD did. I imagine it's just because the FPS in this game was a little weird. So many of its assets being stop motion and all. But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, even when you're uploading gameplay footage of any game that's particularly dark or particularly fast-paced, it's gonna be kind of hard to get it to look crystal clear. Nobody's gameplay footage looks crystal clear, especially when it comes to live streamed content. But even in pre-recorded stuff, it's chasing perfection isn't a great idea. As good as you can get your stuff to look. Keep forgetting the buttons. This is, I'm not going to write this down because it doesn't have anything to do with the video essay, but this game's pacing is interesting in that this is easily, I mean, I feel like even if you're moving through it really quick and you catch on to the puzzles really fast and you don't have to do like a second try for anything, this is probably a 10-hour game, which for most people is not a one-sitting game. But the story it's telling feels like a one-sitting story, you know? Not that I'm ever going to complain about this game having a lot of content. Have I never been able to strafe this whole time? Has it always just been backward or forward and you pivot with the mouse? I did not realize. That's insane. Really? Hang on. Are they just mapped to something weird? Keyboard binds. would be crazy if you straight up can't strafe. No, move right and move back, or D and or move right and move left, or D and A. So that's correct. Am I just suddenly not able to strafe? I mean, it's not a terribly big deal, but I almost kind of want to save, and yeah, let's actually do that. Hopefully I had a checkpoint after getting past that. Oh, I said exit to the main menu. Maybe I said exit to desktop. My bad. Unless the last three chapters are really short, and I could have finished this last week with a slightly longer stream, but that's not the impression I'm getting. I think we're gonna have pretty close to a 6-hour stream today. Maybe a little over, maybe a little under. Now I can strafe. That was weird. There are some bugs in this game as well. I imagine it's a situation where it's just not, the bugs are so minor and the game's so solid otherwise that it's not anyone's priority to go back and bug fix. Of course, the game came out pretty recently. I know I can have Potboy do this, but Potboy works hard, you know? There's no reason Potboy has to do everything. I can carry matches. What's the button to... There we go. Just have to hold it. Okay, so now... What, do we need to go and get another one? Because the other one's way back there. And this is something. Oh. Didn't even see that. Oh. I'll bet we gotta lead that one over here onto that plate, and in here there's gonna be another one. The puzzles are decent, you know? They don't demand a whole lot from you, but they're satisfying enough. You figure them out quick. You're not meant to spend that much time on them, which I appreciate. Okay, let's get him. Oh, let's see if we can actually do this so that... I know I'm not in cover right now, but that's going to be kind of a hard spot to actually lead him into. I don't think you can get very close to these things. Also, what is this complex we're in? It's like a weird cardboard maze, but is it just... It's like someone was playing a weird game of Tetris and it went terribly. Hey. Oh, of course, that's right. They're attracted to fire, aren't they? Ooh, I think he's got me. I think I'm done for. Yeah. Probably could have closed my eyes there and prevented that, but I don't know. It's fine. Thank you, Potboy. Is he still kicking? Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, I forgot you use fire to lure them. That's why he didn't get over here, because we had 2 other flames kicking. Oh, shit. I think we're... But you can just do that, to be fair. Move them that way. Another interesting point about this, not many other games are, I mean, no other games as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I've never played a survival horror game that has you forcing chase sequences as part of its puzzles. That's really cool. I don't know if you'd be able to do this in a game that's meant to be, like, visually scary as well as just, like, you know, adrenaline-inducing. But maybe you could. Okay, now we are in a bit of a bind. Because... Damn it. Fuck off, man. I just need you to eat that fire. So I'll have to do it like this then. Immediately behind the corner. Go after that fire, if you'd please. Oh, how convenient. Even when they're behind you, you can go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, same deal. In fact, not even really the same deal. I just need to get this guy out of there. Come here. All the way. There you go. Very good. Alright, now we can activate both of them, hopefully from around the corner. And we can just get these going. And with any luck, we can do this without even really looking at them. After that one too, please. Thank you. Okay. So now... Oh boy. Oh, okay. So you target one or the other. You do not target both. All right. So now, unfortunately, really, no targeting both. That's for the best. I need to turn these guys around. Is the thing. Oh. Their eye goes behind them when they get up on their haunches like that. Oh, well, we can just do this. I didn't realize that I had them both filled. So there you go. And just realizing that this is covered now, this puzzle gets a lot easier. Just go ahead and activate him and immediately hide. We're good, we're good. Don't worry about it. Away he goes. Crawlers is what they're called. Of course, these ones have eyes. Nice. And we've got another little whirly jig. Always on board with the whirly jigs. This one's in the shape of a head. Have they all been in the shape of a head? I hope so. Right, Pot Boy, light it up for me. And I'll grab on and we'll see what we can see. I may have missed a collectible in there. It's fine.
A boatsman went out into a foggy lake to find peace. Then, out of nowhere, came another boat that bumped into his. He cursed whoever was on the other boat, but when the fog cleared, he discovered that it was, in fact, empty.
Alarming. Yeah, I bet there was a collectible back in the, in that section where the thing came from. It's fine, you're gonna miss stuff.
The sarcophagi are molds, rebirthing the bodies of the burnt one. Failure after failure, they keep coming back. They lie dormant, and then they awake at an appropriate time, hearing tirings of dark to perform a task. The taskmaster unknown, doom spelled on the flip side of a coin. Little dolls in a dollhouse made of matches.
Let's listen to that again. There we go. The first sentence I'd like to hear.
The sarcophagi are molds, rebirthing the bodies of the burnt one. Failure after failure, they keep coming back. They lie dormant, and then they awake at an appropriate time, hearing tirings of dark to perform a task. The taskmaster unknown, doom spelled on the flip side of a coin. Little dolls in a dollhouse made of matches.
All right. So what is the burnt one? What is my task? And I love these lights. Oh, and that's an ominous hand. These lights are guys. Are all of the lights guys? I thought I saw another one of these lights. No, that is the first one. Look at this. He's got a little body. Bulbous body with a great big long neck. of a bell head. Beautiful. Why do I get the sense that these things are hostile? Something about the flickering, pupilless eyes. Beware the grinner. Citizens are advised to hide indoors while the grinners are afoot. They take their time, but they catch up in no time. Ooh. I see. I see. So they've got... I see. Okay. Are they smiling under that mask? Their mask is going to open up. A lot of themes of masks and identity. And then, of course, main theme, light and dark and entropy and all that. Very dour place, this. Is that clock moving? Do I... What was it? J? Shit, I genuinely can't remember. There's a way to check your log. Sorry, disregard that, pop boy. No, there is a way to check your log. What is it? Let's have a quick look at the controls. Keep... Weird. Inventory. Hi. I just wasn't even thinking about this as inventory. It's more of a journal, but fair enough. These are things that I'm holding. So it's when the clock hits... What, 9? Yeah. Okay. So I'm on a time trial, and this is the grinner. Oh! Canal, alright. That was a good jump scare. I didn't know. That was a really good jump scare. Wasn't too, like, you know, in your face. I knew that I had a reason to be afraid of this thing. I just wasn't expecting it to pop up like that. Solid jump scare at about 50 minutes. This game was ultimately going to be a palate cleanser more than anything, but I'm very glad to see that I'm... Oh, no, okay. Holy shit. That's pretty good. That's a scary enemy design. Okay, so I thought that the deal here was going to be I was going to start a puzzle and a timer would count down to get to 9 o'clock. At which point the grinner would get up, but no, you can just aggro him. So it could be that these clocks are just set dressing, you know, thematic set dressing. Oh, I've seen you before. So are these things then... Is the mechanic just don't get close to them? I mean, we're tutorializing that pretty effectively here. The game does not waste time. Wonder if there's an achievement for getting through without a single death. I'll bet there is. This is a game I'd be willing to go for a platinum on. Very cool. Real Clockwork vibe going on in this industrial city. Some levers.
What's a story without a little adversity?
Oh, fucking hell, hi. Didn't know you were there. I also didn't catch on to the accent before. Very good, very good. It's just levers. Any cues, perhaps, as to where... We're just gonna trial and error this. Okay. Yeah. What's a story without a little adversity? Oh, okay. So we're going for this. We need to hit 9 o'clock. That just pushes the minute hand back. That pushes it forward. That pushes the hour hand back. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna go boom. Oh no, it's 10 o'clock. And... oh, I'm a fool, I'm a fool. Is that not it? That sure looks like 10 o'clock to me. Wait a minute. They take their time, but they catch up in no time. We gotta save there. Do I need to go aggro the Grinner now? Any candles to light? Still really surprised I haven't found a figurine, or, you know, a model. Oh, fucking, yeah, I forgot. The whole deal, you can't get close to them. Yeah, yeah. What's the plan, tough guy? Oh, and is he just... but he can't see me now. So they can't move, and okay, and then he just goes back to base. Oh, could it be that simple? Is this just a matching puzzle? Well, if that's the case, we need to set it to what? Well, that's kind of the tricky part, isn't it? Because this isn't how clocks work. If the minute hand was here, we'd be most of the way to 4 by now. But, I won't worry too much about that. Maybe that's just to facilitate the puzzle. So we need to go to 350. Oh, I was wrong hand. You know, I don't often tell time with analog clocks. It's not a skill I can't do, but it's certainly a skill I don't use very often. Oh, there we go. It's 55. Fuse-based locks. I like it. Pretty cool. We've got a spotlight here that I feel the urge to stay out of. Classic streamer doesn't want the spotlight. Pretends not to want the spotlight. You took my house, you bitch. You have it there. Give it back. It's okay, Pop Boy. We'll get Housey back. You're just gonna stand there now, aren't you? You are misunderstood. I can see that now. We'll learn to understand you, sir. All in good time. What are you doing? Are you leaving? Where'd you put Housey? What are these things? Real quick, what was that? Because I'm seeing statues of this thing everywhere now. Oh, but that's right. You can't really check inventory like that on the fly. It's the whole point of Housey. Are you leaving now? Or do you just have a long idle animation you go through here? Oh. I mean, again, hauntingly beautiful. That is this game. But yeah, I might be interested in making a video on this game, literally just a story analysis. I think that'd be kind of fun. Be the kind of video I could get out a lot faster than the one I'm working on right now. It's just, you know, story analyses are a dime a dozen. But content is content, I suppose. Just getting videos out there is good, especially if it's a video with subject matter you enjoy. Oh, it's a scythe that one's hanging from. Shit. And they've locked me away as well. Oof. These things are scary. Oh, I like them. Very cool designs on these guys. It's okay, Potboy. Stay strong. You just vibing in here then? I can't get in there, I take it. Oh, you actually went away. How considerate. I feel like I've missed so many collectibles now. And what are you? Are you an enemy? Potboy. Do you not see them? Oh no, we can speak. I can make that happen. I'll learn it. Oh. He seems to have made these ragdolls in this thing's image.
How far you have come, and on you go, like a moth into the burning light. But behold, a craftsman, one of the first beings ever to wander the clay. Like you, his heart is ashen, barren, yet ripe for tasty stories. By now, you must have learned there can be no tale without spark. No path. Light the fuse. It will guide the burnt one, and mayhap feed the whole world. A symbiosis most reasonable. Don't you agree?
I do agree.
We weren't made to live.
Just give me a moment. Let me have a look around, you know.
No thing without feathers can leave this place.
Hey, we got another lamppost boy.
As the craftsman laments, lost in his terrible maze you are, so
Lots of candles around here. These fucking guys. I know we can light the fuse. It seems to be the only path forward, but this is starting to feel like a choice. Either a choice is being implied for later.
created you had a twisted sense of humor. The craftsman loves not. He builds and breaks and builds.
Alright, go on. That's all then.
Onward has tasted your fire. Near a under her flame has there been a story to be savored, to be sure. Light the fuse, give her more.
You're giving me bad vibes here, Moonbird. You were pretty cool for a while there, but things are getting a little, I don't know, nefarious. Come on, Pop Boy. We gotta walk. This jaunt ain't gonna jaunt itself. Okay. Are we inside of the Craftsman's Heart? What is this chapter called? Let's hold off on setting a spark inside this heart. Very fun stylized heart as well. It looks just a little bit more like the heart symbol than an actual heart would, and it's got all this mechanism stuff. I mean, it's made out of clay, but it's like steampunk styled clay. Very good. Hey, Pot Boy. I really need to keep an eye out for these. This game strikes me as a game with two endings. And we did have that audio log earlier about, like, you know, darkness on the flip side of a coin or something like that. So I'll bet there's two endings, and I wouldn't be surprised if either the collectibles, maybe three endings, maybe there's 100% ending as well, but the two endings I'm thinking of... Oh, is it time for an ad? Here, I need to make an effort not to play the game during ad breaks, especially on a game like this. Resident Evil 2, where a lot of the time during an ad break I'm just wandering around and collecting equipment and solving little puzzles. You know, that's something I'm kind of okay with running an ad over, but this game is quite story dense, so give it 3 minutes. I will even pull up the stream so I can keep an eye on the timer. How are we doing on bitrate? Yeah, Twitch is always just going to say it's unstable. Like, if you don't want those extra 70 bits, the 70 kilobits, don't take them. Don't use them. I don't care. So looking through my notes from last week, I like the eyes closing. I missed a jump scare very early on. I like that you can walk around with the lore logs, but you're actually holding them. They're shells. That's cool. A lot of games, it's just start playing it in the menu and then leave the menu and it's still playing. We did have a very cookie cutter chase sequence where it was very clearly just a chase sequence. Nothing else you needed to worry about. Like half an hour in. Checkpoint system makes for some punishment for death, though it's usually very forgiving where those checkpoints are. I'll go ahead and make a note, a sub note there. Indecision paralysis with that crossroads about half an hour in. Interesting that I still choose to stand still while listening to lore. That's probably not even going to make it into the main notes document, but it was interesting. I really like the eye closing mechanic for the way that it hides what would otherwise be an awkward mesh culling. Yeah. When the UI tells you to run, yeah, an hour and a half in, we had another very cookie cutter chase sequence, but this time the UI literally just says your only option is to run. Lots of games do that. Though a lot of games do it in such a way where that's very much the trope that I'm thinking of with survival horror games, right? It's not usually that the UI explicitly tells you to run. It's just shortly before a chase sequence, the UI will tell you, press this button to run. So this game went a little bit further in that regard. Wasn't even, trying to preserve ambiguity, which is interesting because later on it does a really good chase sequence where there is a moment or two where it's like, wait, did I miss a hiding spot? Was there a better way to tackle this? And that's pretty much the ad break done. Let's get back to it. 2, 1. welcome back if you had an ad. I don't think anybody watching did, but hey. Hang on, I do need OBS to be the main window there. It's the thing I always forget. Okay. No peripherals messed up. Oh, okay. Alright, get on there, Pop Boy. That is unsettling. Does the craftsman have no fire in his heart? Is that what we're getting at? And that's why his creations are sad. And he's modeled these creations after this statue in the center, and we keep seeing this statue everywhere. If I see an ad here, I'm going to come to your next family gathering and tell them I'm your brother. That'll throw him for a loop. Oh boy. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. We don't need to give anyone any heart attacks. There'll be so many questions. It'll get better. We're gonna teach him emotion. Did you eat the spark?
Fire's back on the menu, Crows.
Looks like fire's back on the menu, Crows. There will be soon. We're gonna teach this beast to love. I'm getting the strong impression that this guy's gonna be the most clear allegory for the actual creator of things. Because, you know, we have this whole workbench thing, and workbenches being abandoned, and the sun going out, and all that. The game does seem to be telling a story about abandoned creative works or abandoned projects. And I think this guy is going to tell that story more explicitly than a lot of others. Interesting that this guy, who doesn't seem to have any fire in his heart, right, is only making things in the image of things that already exist. It's like directly in the image. Nothing new under the sun and all that. I mean, nothing new under the sun in a world without a sun. I'm sure there's something there. Don't need to follow the spark the whole way. There's only one way to keep walking. The Moonbird's gonna be about soon. Who's this? What are you doing?
I see you. Not a crawl closer, Moonbird.
Oh. Did you shoot the Moonbird?
The dark with you.
Oh! He's an enemy. We're not going into a cutscene here. You just need to watch out for this guy, because he'll fucking shoot you. Got it. Understood. Watch out, Pop Boy. That guy's he's got an itchy trigger finger. I mean, did not expect to just get shot in the face. That threw me. Yeah, I think you have time.
Birds of the dark everywhere.
Who is this guy? Oof. Pot Boy, get in there.
What are you tinkering with?
None of your concern what I am tinkering with, sir. What on earth? We're doing little cardboard shadow puppets now? That's pretty fucking cool. But what is being communicated? This craftsman fellow and this figure that we've been seeing again and again. Can I, No, he is just watching. I suppose. Can I get close enough, maybe, to... Hmm.
I see you. Not a crawl closer, Moonbird. Liar, liar, eyes on fire. I hear you messing around.
Hmm. Right. Oh, okay. You have to walk with the craftsman to stay out of this guy's light.
What are you doing back there?
Ugh. Easier said than done.
Avert your greedy gaze. The moving pictures are not for you.
I don't know, man. I think they might be for me. Oh, okay. Well, that one's a lot easier to actually do. Nice. Bunch of houses coming up. And then this one. Ah, he has to reload. We pop the craftsman up. Okay. We've got a much larger skeleton than I normally see.
Avert your greedy gaze. The moving pictures are not for you.
Oh, well, this is just kind of a fun shooting gallery, huh?
Eyes ever watchful.
Oh, do I not have? Yeah.
Our stories.
It's not a miss.
I see you. Not a crawl closer, Moonbird.
Bada bing.
Ever watchful. They want our stories.
Where is Potboy? Come along, Potboy. If this guy shoots Potboy, I'm gonna murder him.
Not a crawl closer, Moonbird.
Haven't found a collectible in a good long while. I feel like I just stopped learning how to keep an eye out for him, but we do keep going past these points of no return. It's like the oh, well, here we go. Collectathon's not the right word, but it's like the collectathon of it all. Even after the end, life went on. It's like the collectathon of it all is getting harder as the game progresses. Way less opportunity to
Avert your
backtrack.
greedy gaze. The moving pictures are not for you.
We are directly behind this guy now. Are we safe? Oh, is he just on a rotation now? There's a fuse thing here, a little fuse pipe. Some candles there.
Avert your greedy gaze. The moving pictures are not. The pictures. They're moving again.
Well, I'm just gonna watch this.
Forbidden. It is forbidden. It is forbidden.
Hush, no talking in the theater, fools.
Wow, that is a really cool effect. I wonder because the projector effect in Housey looks good, but it seems it doesn't seem so baked into the world. This is going through particle effects with the fog and everything, and it's not just like more or less static 2D images. This is like a full. I mean, it looks like an actual what is it? AMV. What's the word for that when it's like Actual video in games. I think AMV. Oh, what? Suddenly I don't have signal? Oh, go on then. Actual video in games, please. FMV, not AMV. That is very, very cool. FMV, yes. One night the craftsman woke from a deep slumber. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch this. Where'd he go? Hang on. Where's the guy? AMV is anime music video, of course. Though the sun has gone, my heart still has fire. This is crazy. No, this is actually a guy in a costume made to look like the model that they made. Just acting, and we're projecting it in-game onto a mesh. That is so cool. I mean, that might not be a guy. That might be a puppet, come to think of it. But either way, that's... This is like an actual video made. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. That is a puppet, but it's a puppet the size of a guy. And they've got people moving his hands around. Well, not even, I don't think anyone's, maybe they are moving his hands around, but I think they're mostly just grabbing things for him. So the sun went out, and this puppet kept creating. My city is grand, and yet it is hollow.
Where did it go? Father, please. What happened? More stories.
Stories. How I cherish them. Real as clay, as palpable as the midnight air. They're all we have left once the dark has taken the last campfire from us. The projectors tell a story of failure. The craftsman projects it onto his creations. He keeps building, building without love for his craft. He needs to see it. Well, yours might not be a movie I would watch, but a story is a story. There's a special kind of dark pit reserved for those who talk in theaters.
I agree.
Go with your lantern, fire up the forbidden projectors.
Well, I ain't done. Oh, please tell me that wasn't yet another point of no return. There's puzzles over there that I didn't get to. Yeah, right. Oh, no. Okay, well, there's almost certainly something I missed back there, and it's kind of annoying that the first thing I found was the thing that was going to put me in a point of no return. I would have liked to look around a little more, but it's fine. Probably got a better flow for the story this way. Let's light some of these candles. Maybe we can make a new show for them. Pop boy. Pop. There you go. And then...
Keep lighting the fuse, burnt one. End the story so yours can go on.
Oh, are we gonna destroy this fucking town? I think we might be. There might be some firecrackers at the bottom of all
Lighting
this.
the fuse, burnt one. End the story so yours can go on.
Oh, I mean, that's a very poignant message, isn't it? When you lose inspiration for something you've been working on for a really long time, the best thing to do is scrap it and move on so you can do something you're interested in. Huh.
The potter, stuck in the sinking clay in which he had dug so greedily, spoke his final verse. Here was I born, and here I lived. My refuge was the clay, and now the clay has played me false in a most grievous way.
It's almost at the point where I don't even really want to keep an eye out for collectibles anymore because I'm content to just keep exploring the story at its own pace. Anyway. More ghost lights. And dark as hell. We'll need a torch. Ah, good. Blue torches. Oh shit, and a grinner. Can we avoid aggroing this one? Nice, we can. Interesting, isn't it, that we had that bit last week with this, this enemy trope in horror games that you see where there's sleeping enemies that you have to keep your distance from. We saw this trope already with the crawlers, but the designs on these guys are cool enough. I'm happy enough. I mean, I'm running out of things to say specifically to the end of the video essay that I'm working on with this game. So I'll go ahead and write that down. Interesting that we're redoing the sleeping, in quotes, sleeping enemy you can't get too close to trope with the grinners. 126. Did I get through there just fine, huh? Oh, is this a situation where I'm limited on... No, it's not. Where does this go, then, if that goes around there? Another music disc, the Craftsman's Heart. Before the big project, there was the dream. The dream held all the answers. Oh my god, I love this game. That's so beautiful. It's the best part of a creative project, isn't it? The beginning. When the idea that you have is in a way, that first conception is the best version of the idea. And things just get muddied from there, and decisions have to be made that destroy the ambiguity that you liked about it before. He's probably gonna see me, but let's just see. Did I get lucky? I think I got lucky. Because that wasn't like a scripted hiding place or anything. He just happened not to see me. I think, unfortunately, these candles do go out. And so what I need to do... I'm going to end up having to run through here. This cavern with all these grinners. I mean, if you're gonna do this trope, this is the way to do it. Actually, yeah. In fact, seeing as how a lot of these aren't actually grinners, a lot of these aren't reacting to my presence, but I have no way of knowing which one, you know? So scary cave full of these enemies, but not all of them aggro. Leaves ambiguity. ... More on that in post. Let me make sure that is a sub note. And hang on, I think my dog needs to go outside. Let me just check on him. You okay, Thor? You alright? You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside too? No. You're comfortable. I think he's alright for now. To be tending to that dog more and more. Give him the last good week or two. Good last week or two. I've done it again. Fortunately, you do get some time if you aggro them. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I'll be very curious to see how this segment looks on the VOD. This is easily the darkest part of the game so far. Where the fuck am I? So it'll be interesting to see if this is even comprehensible. After, I mean, on Twitch, I bet this is a very difficult bit to make out. We're at 864p. .6K bit rate. It's the best this could possibly look on Twitch, I'm afraid. Scaling down from 1440. Is there anything back there or anywhere back there where I could hide? Because I can't get past this one without aggroing it, I don't think. I wonder if it was intentional to make this look kind of like a face with teeth. Or if they just had an asset that, you know, like a building asset with a little kind of crown on top. Stylized balcony. It doesn't look like there's anything over there, but I sure do want to check. Yeah, I might die, but I'm gonna check. Maybe I can, yeah, no. Those things are fast, too. Goddamn. Where on earth? Oh, wow, alright. Fair enough. This almost feels like a climax, but we're in such a self-contained story, I can't imagine. Maybe those candles aren't actually pieces of a puzzle, they're genuinely just meant to guide you through. Run.
3 blind explorers discovered a sleeping beast. Each of them touched it. Its skin is coarse, said one. No, its ears are big, exclaimed another. The teeth are its most prominent feature, declared the third. Who was right or wrong mattered little, as the beast awoke and ate them all.
You are like us. Rejected.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, alright? Nobody rejected me.
So big. Their smiles so hungry.
Well, now that I can agree with. No other collectibles afoot. That can eventually make its way down there. Perhaps not. Ooh. I love these little guys. Hang on, we'll watch a movie in a moment. See, now this is an actual person's foot, right? This is an actual bone. Kinda wild, and that looks like a glove. What happened? I suppose this could be more set dressing, but like, I think we are in a world where the humans died, but I don't know. Maybe the humans made this place to look that way. Here I shall create my masterpiece. That's the actual model, if I'm not mistaken. My daughter. My son. By the fire of my heart, live. Rule my city. Huh. Maybe she did look like the original sculpture that we found. But maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was another imitation. 13, which means I think we missed 12. Unfortunate.
Is this a dream?
I wonder myself. What the fuck is this? I mean, I love it, but what's this frog doing with this lady? What's this lady doing in half of a... what is that, a walnut? Okay. Moving on. Oh. I thought this looked familiar. We need to be going, this way. And I'm gonna take a match. I'm not gonna light it. Just gonna take it. I like the way it's modeled. Well done, Potboy. Why the sudden change of tone? Okay. Was that a hallucination? I would like to leave now. Weird. Sometimes the keys aren't responsive in the way you expect them to be. Ah, you walk around unlike your brethren. Interesting. I wonder, do you aggro on sight now? This is cool. We love a typewriter. Another very clear indication of scale here. Clearer than a shoe, to be fair. There is something of a standard for typewriter sizes. I suppose there's an average for shoe sizes as well. Ah. Okay, so if they spot you, you have to get to a hiding place. Understood. Fucking... Alright, well... They do kind of just despawn, though. Interesting. So don't get seen by them more than anything. Jeez. This is gonna be annoying. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. These things are scary. I think a lot of it is how loud they are. But, I mean, these grinners are actually scary. Why? 140. 139. That is something I'm gonna have to figure out. What is it about these things that makes them so scary? Okay. There's only one of them right now, but I think there's about to be two. Maybe if I'm lucky, only one of them ever gets up and patrols. Light that up for me, would you? What's up? Mm-hmm. I think I'm safe in here. I don't think you can get me in here. They do still want to dance. Go on then, Pop Boy. No, that might wake the other one up. Just trying to get a brief look around, see if I can see any other collectibles. That'll be where we're going then. Nice little pine cones of a sort. They're not quite pine cones. They look close enough. Stylized pine cones, perhaps. They give the impression of pine cones, let's say that. Yeah, no, doesn't look like anything around here. Yep. Moving on. These things do move. Yeah. Ah, hey. Settle down there. What is close behind you? Who created these things? Because we know the crawlers were made from like discarded clay and debris from underneath the table. The grinners look a lot more intentionally made, don't they? Just want to see. Okay, let's go. Another point of no return. Whole chapters full of them. There's something in here. Oh. The dark itself is the key. Focus on the eye symbol and close your eyes. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. We've been over this. But okay. Anything else? Doesn't sound like it. Still tempted to open every single one of these, I have to say. I love these wonky cabinets. Who designed these cabinets? Can I open these too? I sure can. Any more? Sounds like one of these does actually have something else in it. Oh yeah. Why are we re-tutorializing stuff? I'm aware of how the match cannon works. You're not gonna stop me from taking all these drawers out. Yeah, I get it. It's like I'll light the fuse and then get them in there, I guess is what that's communicating. Don't know why it communicated that. No. Busy. Sorry. Great big head. There she is again. I wonder if he made something inanimate into the ruler in this image, but was disappointed when it didn't move, and so it started making ragdolls, making masks for ragdolls to start moving, trying to give life to his city. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't know how much harder the game's gonna get, because we got 2 more chapters. Oh, I didn't think you were gonna turn right there, friend. I don't know that I have any options. There we go, here's an option. Yeah, nice try. Oh? No, okay. Some of the ragdolls are dead. I wonder why. This is a cool little city, though. It definitely does feel like, just someone was idly crafting. Maybe I should be the one who lights these when I can. This was definitely an instance where Popboy didn't need to be the one.
I want.
Stop wanting. It's the key to happiness. Can I get a vantage point from up here, perhaps? I can get over that way. That's probably the way I'm meant to go. Oh, thank you, Surrybot. What did I just say about? Oh yeah, I've seen them all right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It just seems all but certain, doesn't it, that I missed something there? What have you dropped? Well, I'll investigate what you've dropped in a moment. Just want to take a quick lap through here. One last little once over, you know? Just in case. Yes, yes. You're both very scary. Be gone. You're gonna go that way, and you're gonna be inconvenient, aren't you? Oh. Oh, I can just hide in here. That's nice. And I'd better. Be on your way, sir. Okay, time to go. It was worth a look. Get to this point of no return. Hello? No, he didn't.
Have you seen the critters? Their legs, so many.
We know what we need to do with this, don't we? I guess the fuse just opens it. Yeah. So we're not on a time crunch there or anything. Oh, and then we need to play it. I see. We need to play it in order to do it. In order to continue. To let it burn further.
You are like us.
It's starting.
The daughter did not wish to rule. And in the dark she had dreams of her own. Where is your crown? You were meant to rule.
So selfish.
I could wear it.
I deserve the father. Make me a princess.
And yet they want to dance in the same way that she did.
These sorry reflections of the daughter. None of them will ever dance. Ever feel the warmth of their maker's heart. They
No. No, indeed. How the fuck is this game not more well known? I mean, see, yeah, honestly, I know what you mean. It makes me want. That's part of the reason why I kind of want to do like a story analysis of the game, because I'd love to get more attention on this game. Not that, you know, anything I make on it would get any attention anytime soon, but more people need to talk about this game.
Years of searching for her son, the Weaver was convinced she had lost him to the dark. One night, there came a knock upon the door. "It's your son," said a voice. "Please let me in." Thinking this was some cruel spirit come to mock her grief, she remained silent until her son gave up and left, never to return again.
I wouldn't mind hearing that one again. Cause that went right over my head. That's one I'd. I know there's no log, and I'm in the situation where I can't strafe again. I don't know why the game kind of does that sometimes. I'll get to the next save and go back to the menu. Oops.
If this is the end, then why am I?
Is this another blue flame, I wonder? Yes. Had a feeling. Here's a save. Let me just... Ooh, and a sphincter. Can I get a save? Alright, well, I'll load back. You wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal, but I don't know. I've very much come to rely on strafing. There is a chapter select option as well, so it may not be the case that I need to go back and replay the whole game. I will if there's achievements for it, and I might anyway. Oh, are we gonna watch? Oh, see, that is...
After years of searching for her son, the Weaver was convinced she had lost him to the dark. One night, there came a knock upon the door. "It's your son," said a voice. "Please let me in." Thinking this was some cruel spirit come to mock her grief, she remained silent until her son gave up and left, never to return again.
Okay, I mean, that's kind of why I didn't pick that up. It's a bit of a non sequitur, isn't it? Now, what's up with the sphincter? It's a really... I mean, sphincter's not even quite the right term to describe it. It's a bunch of overlapping tongues in a circle. That is unsettling. Really good stuff, though. Oh boy. Oh, Pot Boy, you are braver than I. Oh, he just jumped down there, but I have no such option. Do I have to go through the sphincter now? Yeah, okay. After Pot Boy, then. Yes, yes, more of these. Starting to pick up on which ones actually are aggroable and which ones aren't. Oh god, I mean, you have whatever that phobia is of tiny holes and things. This is not for you. I don't even have it, and I don't like looking at that. Sphincter closes behind me. This is a very unsettling part of the game. I didn't expect this level of visceralness. I mean, this level of like negative visceralness to the art style, but it's effective. Oh shit, there's two of them. Seems like it might be something to do with that mechanic, because I find a lot of the time I can't actually exit properly from those. I have to like hit A and D and then W. It could be something about the way that they've coded the control scheme that makes it so that sometimes I just like the strafe buttons get disabled when they shouldn't. Game thinks I'm in a different state than I am. There's so many of these little, like, here, I'm just gonna... So many of those little corners where it seems like something could be. And then there isn't. Alright. That's enough of that. Let's actually progress. Another sphincter. Can I get close to this one to get in, or am I not? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to progress a little bit, and then it should open. Hopefully. Oh, there's many of them. They could just be part of the walls, and this is a point of no return, so probably not going that way. I wonder... because that sure seems like something, doesn't it? These guys actually have pretty explicit markings for where you can't step with the light. The only thing I could think to do is try and aggro one of them to see if these things open up, but not too worried about it. If I miss stuff, I've already missed stuff. It's fine. Lots of awful-looking fungus here. Disease-ridden. And here we are. Hey, the ghost of Coldhaven. The girl with the matches hid under a blanket when they came for her. The fire took her home, but it was the bitter cold of loneliness that transformed her. Oh, maybe it was the ghost in that first audio recording, or it might have been a note. I think it was an audio recording, talking about how the darkness was convincing it to throw matches into the dark, even after she had transformed. That could explain it. Sure do miss Potboy. Hope he's okay. No, it's interesting. There wasn't really any significance given to Potboy just jumping down that pit. But this feels like it's meant to be a scary situation, right? You've lost your companion. You're going through the darkest part of the game so far. Lots of unsettling animations and assets, and yet no gravity was given to Potboy just jumping down. No pun intended, just jumping down that pit. So I feel like I am kind of meant to assume everything's gonna be fine where he's concerned. Even though people have been telling me, you know, a lot of people's Potboys lose their flame towards the end. Anything happens to Potboy and I'll freak out. Yeah, you and me both. Thank you. Maybe, maybe a different angle for the arms on this one, but hey. Moving on. What on earth are these gobbledygooks? I really like them. Never seen a design quite like this, though they do look kind of like those weird wax boys. Similar texture as well, it's just these guys aren't so amorphous. They've got rib cages and goopy little hands. Neat. I'll get to that in a moment. Alright.
Follow the fire.
Okay, it's fine, you know, maybe maybe Nazis don't exist in this universe. It's fine, it's not a big deal.
Let the light guide you there.
I will.
Walk the walk.
No, I'm gonna.
Go that way.
Interesting. There's a save. Should I be scared? Ugh. Maybe so. Oh, is that time for an ad? Alright. Let's go back to reviewing them notes then. Keeping an eye on the ad counter. Let me see. Where were we? Billy, you and me outside right now. You've done it now, Billy. I can't, well, I won't protect you. Oh, we need a command for that now too. Wait, Billy. Here, let's actually add that. That'd be fun. More antagonizing Billy. And more antagonization from Billy. Billy. Just to get his attention. Oh, Billy doesn't do much yet, I'm afraid. We'll get him. Get him up and running. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, it's weird that the eye closing mechanic, the way the eye closing mechanic is used, because it feels like sometimes rather than just using it to get to the solution, it does have a tendency to teleport you just out of an area altogether. Billy better be a thoroughly unpleasant bot by the time you've made these changes. Oh, he will be. No one will like him. It'll be perfect. The perfect bot. There is something to be said about the ghosts that you have to close your eyes to defeat. Yeah, this is the thing. The actual ghost itself is very, I mean, trivial, right? Because again, it takes no time at all to just close your eyes and while looking at it, and then it's gone. But then they take that mechanic with the crawlers who have the eyes and turn it into something a little bit more interesting. Turn it into a puzzle solution, so that was cool. There's that walking by sleeping beasts trope. It ends with a chase sequence and a good one. That trope does tend to result in, like, eventually you're gonna break this tension of just staying away from these sleeping enemies and wake them all up and have to run away. But this time around, it was actually difficult to understand whether you were supposed to run away or whether you were supposed to run to the first hiding spot that you found. This game does a good job most of the time of maintaining that ambiguity. And yeah, then we just have notes from this stream up to this point. It's taken me a while to get through this first chapter. Oh, we've only been going 2 hours, though. I thought we were at 3. Not quite. And with that, ads are done. I knew the gobbledygook would be a problem. Unless... Sir? Perhaps not. Striking. Speaking of which, can I drop this match? I forgot how. Oh, it's a shadow puzzle. That's cool. I love a shadow puzzle. How do I throw this match? I swore it was just click. Ease to tell Potboy to do something, but Potboy's not here. Okay, well, tab gets rid of it. What's this? I bet I missed one of these.
Most of my life, I've been afraid of the dark. When I was little, my childminder got annoyed with me and tossed me into a wardrobe as punishment. She let me sit there, alone, and I sat perfectly still so that no closet monsters would notice me. It was the longest, most terrible 15 minutes. Many years later, I don't know what happened, but now I love sitting alone in the dark. I get into the wardrobe, close the doors, and I sit perfectly still. It's like a void, empty, but not cold, where nothing exists and everything is possible.
I'm definitely not doing a good job of keeping up with the voice actors in those shell logs. What was it? It was the lore behind those shell logs. I think they were using it to talk to something, but I don't remember what. It may have been to use it to talk to the darkness, but they wouldn't really get answers back, and eventually they just used it to start recording thoughts. But as I was saying, I'm not doing a very good job of remembering whose voice belongs to who, so I'm not keeping a very good sense of character, following their stories along. So this seems to be, from one perspective, I mean, this is a really cool shadow puzzle. Oh, I see. From one perspective, it's the, what's his name? The craftsman, and from the other, it's her. That's most of the craftsman. Easy to accidentally move the wrong one, unfortunately. Yeah, there's the craftsman. Is that her? She doesn't have arms. Yeah. Maybe we're on the wrong side. I'll just move everything once. No? Wrong perspective, perhaps? I think that did it. I mean, it flickered, didn't it? Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened to her. She probably just disappeared just like that a lot earlier on. That's cool. Hey, there he is. I thought I'd lost you, Potboy. I thought I'd lost you. Gonna lurk now. Hope you have some great thoughts about scary ghouls and how to be more or less scared by them. I sure will. Thank you, Ghost. Enjoy your lurk. Still haven't made a lurk command. I didn't do anything last week. Well, I guess we're getting out of here, Potboy. I'm glad you were likely spared most of the horror. You were falling that whole time. Hello? Hello? I guess when you type lurk, Billy steps in your way and crushes your skull with his boot. I'll take that as inspiration. Interesting. Well, here we are again, and who's this guy? Enjoy the lurk. Let's take a quick look around first. I don't know. I don't know who made the burnt ones. No little doodads afoot. Very well, very well. Where are we lighting this? There you go. Here, in fact, you know what, Potboy? You work way too hard. Let me do it. Did this... anything? No? Okay. Alright. Get in there, Potboy. Let's watch. Did I miss part 3? They fought. Ooh. Daughter, why? Oh, we did see her with a bindle, didn't we? Don't leave me in the dark. And his fire went, so the craftsman escaped into his hollow creation. The end.
Isn't that just the way the father hoped the daughter would fill his heart with fire, failing to see that she needed a fire of her own? His princess danced away, and he stayed behind, cemented in his ancient doom. The heart is a bottomless pit, never sated, always craving for more. Enough. Keep on walking the midnight walking. Don't run all the way to your infernal doom. She will be there to gobble up the
Well, here's a point of no return if I've ever seen one, but like... I don't know where else to look.
This is the end, then why am I?
I don't know. Alright. last one. Are there any matches in here? Potboy doesn't need to do everything. And... Hey! There's another one. Ah, yes, there are multiple matches. F, and... beep. Oh. Well, first of all, and we are inside of him right now, aren't we? Looking out over the city. Alright, Potboy. Well, don't burn yourself out, Potboy. Oh. God, so much of this game, just the regular shots look like cutscenes, and I'm thinking that I need to stay still and keep watching. You want me to go down there? I mean, this is a striking scene, isn't it? A hot air balloon heart made of clay with valves. That is so cool. I probably missed something. Oh well.
Where is he going? The Midnight Walk.
The Midnight Walk.
Is he gonna join us on the Midnight Walk then? I'm sure we're meant to go into Housie and come back out to progress, but... Is there anything else, I wonder? Is he gonna take them with him? Does he regret making them all and then neglecting them? You got anything new to say?
No spark, no path.
I've already lit these candles once before, but let's light them up again just to see.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. Why not?
We
Alright.
weren't made.
Into Housie then. There's a few more things for me to look at. I'm sure I missed a lot. Let's see then. That was chapter 4. Oh, there were only 2, so I just missed the 1. And it was after the ghost as well, so there was a long time there where there wasn't anything to look at. We've got loads more music. Looks like we missed just 1 extra so far. And everything else is on the tail of Moon Mountain, so we're about to go into some I imagine we're gonna get kind of a climax, chapter 5, and then chapter 6 is probably mostly gonna be falling action, so let's watch what more of the story I have. So I missed that one. Okay, I missed one again. Not a lot of collectibles on that one, but let's see.
Before she knew it, the little Merkel, lost and tired, came to stand before the dark itself with a burning question clenched in her fist. She felt like punching the dark with it, screaming it out like the howling Morgrim, laughing it out like the starving crawlers who had nothing left to eat but the hope of others. Who took the sun away? It then asked the Merkel. Its voice sounded like a dark forest, deep and ancient. It wasn't you, the Merkel retorted. You're its complete opposite. Surely you must be the reason it's gone. The dark then replied, I am but the absence of light, not its adversary. Light is because I am. How could I possibly hold it in my possession? The Merkel felt her anger fade. She understood little besides one thing, that the darkness was not behind the missing sun, nor her suffering.
Interesting. Well, let's keep it going. I know I didn't listen to any music, but...
The Wanderer asked the craftsman, "How do you make such perfect sculptures?" To which he replied, "Oh, there's nothing to it really. I go into the dark woods. I find the sculpture already waiting inside a tree. And then it's just a matter of carving it out."
Good luck, sir. He's got his bindle as well. We're taking quite a few people down the midnight walk, aren't we? Let's go then, Housie. Back on the path, I see. Far as I know, if we're starting chapter 5, not a lot of collectibles here. So I can probably keep the pace pretty fast.
When I was a child, I exchanged letters with a monster in the woods. We were best pals, and we shared all our secrets with each other. One day, my sister told me that the monster wasn't real, that she'd written me all those letters to play a joke on me. But the joke's on her, because I knew the truth about the monster in the woods, and we exchange letters to this day.
14 out of 15. I want to get the last 2 of those. Unfortunate to have missed some already. If there's time, I could use the chapter select to go back and find the rest of them. We'll see. Might not be a bad idea. It's really letting me go off the path now. So if the darkness isn't our main antagonist here, who is? What is? I suppose it could still technically be the antagonist without being a villain. Ark.
Very far now. Not very far. The flame longs to be free. Caged, it cannot truly burn. How beautiful. How tantalizing. It is simply the way of fire. It is what it is. It is It is. You must release it at the summit. The soothsayers have spoken.
There they go. Those guys can fuck off. I don't like them. They're gone. Well done. You vanquished them, Creamies. It's a good thing you got here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Old school camera. Very nice. All right, Potboy. You could light that. Are there any matches nearby? Maybe I could light it for you. Another record, The Midnight Walk. And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk. I think a lot of the music you find in there is stuff that you're going to hear in game anyway. I could be wrong. There are a lot of those records. Well, Potboy, I'm afraid I'm going to need you to do this. But what good did that do? Suppose there's some light now. We've spread the flame a little. Let's go. Oh dear. Ooh. Is that a menorah? Oh yeah. I mean, they're meant to resemble them anyhow. I bet this is the Midnight Walk, this track. We just gotta find all of the right candles. We just have to look at all the candles the right way. I just got back from Aldi, and the guy at the register looked very tired and overworked, so I said, long day? And he goes, it's gonna be. I just started, and it's mad busy. You came at a good time. I said, oh, that sucks. You reckon it'll stay busy? And he goes, what? And I said, you reckon you'll have a lot more people coming in? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, you think it will get busier? And he said, I don't know. Sorry, sir. So I'm having a good day. Oh, man. He's on autopilot. What are you doing? What? Oh. Oh, look at you go. One more. You gonna go there and do it too? Yeah, go on then. Well done, Potboy. Okay, you stay there. Let me let me take a quick glance around. There shouldn't be many collectibles on this chapter. There's Housie. He just went, it's okay, and then we were both silent until he was finished. Peak human conversation. Sounds like it. This is not a cutscene. Oh, whoa, no, Potboy, but... Oh, you don't get to just run away, Potboy. That was our friend and our home. Okay, I'll deal with you in a second. He was getting too excited, all right? He was getting a little too excited, a little too hot there. Fucking hell, I didn't see that coming. I like this landscape. Yeah, it's nice. Son, you're gonna have to come with me, accident or not. It's still Urson. Pot boy. I mean, I don't even know what to say. That's like murder. Owsley was a character. It had a personality. Pot boy's my friend, but like, are we gonna just is this chapter gonna be about the destructive nature of fire? Like, what the fuck? You think about what you did for a second, Pot boy. Oh fuck! I don't want to deal with all of them right now. All right. No. No. No, 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 no. No, it's not your fault, Pop. I mean, it is, but okay. Well, now we have to go down there without Pop Boy. Find the piece of his head that fell down. Jesus Christ. Okay. I have two options. Yeah, if you burnt a guy to death, I think it would take me a few minutes to get over it, too. Yeah. No, naturally. Alright, well, away we go. Let's hope these guys, they're just watching. Yeah, they're just looking. Fucking hell. This took a turn. I really hope we get Housie back so that Pop Boy doesn't feel so bad. Goodness gracious. Hello. And the darkness gave me Pop Boy's head back. Well, first off.
When the nameless maker lost his creation to the dark, he went back to the great drawing board. In his desperation to regain control, he made an attempt to sculpt the face of the dark itself. Something he thought he'd glimpsed in his nightmares. But the face wormed itself out of his mind's eye, and instead his twisted sculptures came alive, grinning and many-legged. Thus, the Grinners escaped and seeped into this world, as a reminder to the Maker that there is always something to smile about, even when things don't go the way you hoped.
You fix Pot Boy and look at him in his guilty eyes as you say, "You must live with the grief, Pot Boy. I will never let you die." Indeed. The thief. The girl loved the fire. She stole all the town's matches, lighting them like many little stars of her own. If only the village had seen the sorrow she was carrying before it was too late. That's probably the saddest story the story this game has told so far. We'll see how the Pot Boy saga concludes. A shard of Pot Boy, touched by the dark itself, your friend needs it back. It's okay. It was an accident, Pot Boy. I forgive you. God, a lot more collectibles in this chapter than I was expecting. At skada himlen om natten. Are you asleep? Nah, me neither. I think it's starry outside. And the moon. We were awake for a long time, the others too. Those who only almost existed, lived inside us. In the end, only they were awake. Alright, buddy. It'll be okay. Sometimes we make mistakes. In our excitement. Hello. It's okay, buddy. We have to keep going, don't we? Oh, touched by dark. That's interesting. So now half of his head has been imbued with the darkness. I wonder if that's gonna if that's gonna change this midnight walk compared to the last ones that have been done. I'm following you now, Pop Boy. You better have a plan. Oh, well, yeah, he knows. You're awfully chipper, Pop Boy. I know I said I forgive you, but, like, you could look sad. Our house is gone, dickhead. Hey, okay. This guy's always here to make things better.
Whoa there. You look like you're about to move a mountain. That's what I get for trying to get in the way of a flame and its destination. Let him walk his walk. Ain't nothing gonna stop him now, looks like. Fare thee well now, burnt one. You're going to Moon Mountain, and that walk is for you alone. You have a tough decision ahead of you to make, just like the ones who came before. But they're all long gone. In the end, all there's left to follow is your own heart.
Ooh, oh, okay.
Hurry now. Go catch up with the old little spark before the dark does.
He seems okay.
Hurry now.
Okay.
Go catch up with the old little spark before the dark does.
I was hoping for a little bit more from you, sir. A craftsman. These giants may be mistaken for makers, but like any parents, they are but beings, made from clay like everybody else. That's interesting. Was he an allegory more so for parenthood all along than for creation? He's called the craftsman. I don't know. I think we were talking more about an artist's relationship with their work than we were talking about a parent's relationship with their child. Fuck, this game's good. I'm looking forward to the second playthrough. Candle Valley. In the Valley of Candles, what will you do with your fire? The fire that longs to be free. Of course, we're not done with the first playthrough yet. Let's finish things. Pot Boy. You have to answer for your crimes, Pot Boy. Whoa. Why did the scene get so warm? And dark. Oh. Whoa. Oh man, this game would be sick in VR. Assuming the frame rate doesn't make you motion sick. Pretty sure that's more a concern with global frame rate than like asset by asset frame rate. But I don't know, if you're staring up at a great big giant that's moving at like 12 FPS, that might make you a little queasy. Oh my god, I mean, I'm glad I have a fucking an OLED monitor for this. These lights are genuinely making me want to squint. That's crazy. That's the last of it. Cool. So I got the last two. I missed 2 sections of that. So we missed the creature. I forgot what they're called. The Merkle. Yeah, the Merkle going into the dark. Or going into the swamp and then going to talk to the darkness. But that was it. 2 kind of transitory things we missed. Not too bad.
When I was a child, I exchanged letters with a monster in the woods. We were best pals, and we shared all our secrets with each other. One day, my sister told me that the monster wasn't real, that she'd written me all those letters to play a joke on me. But the joke's on her, because I knew the truth about the monster in the woods, and we exchange letters to this day.
I already got a conch shell telling me that. I wonder if that was just they wanted to hit a number of conch shells, so they reused
You're
that.
the caretaker of this little fireball. What were you thinking, letting him run off? Don't you know how precious he is? Oh, yes you are. A real sunbeam. Who took the sun away?
That's the Merkle, that's right.
We Merkles used to ask until it finally ceased to matter. Night skies like these. Trouble seems so far away, doesn't it? I mean, isn't this just exactly my point? I used to be afraid of the dark. So much so that I became obsessed with these huge electric lamps left behind by the craftsmen of old. Couldn't pry myself away from them. I'd sleep outdoors and under their blinding radiance. One day, I woke up to the noise of quivering planks and nails. And would you believe it was my own house leaving me? It had gotten so restless it grew a pair of legs, took a name, and went on a hike. Housey was its name, bless its soul. Houses have no imagination. But I bet it had a grander adventure than I could ever imagine. This little flame is your home, Burnt One. Keep him nurtured and safe, and you'll always find yourself in the right place. Through the rain, in the dark, and over Moon Mountain. Look at those stars burning like so many candle lights.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't this enough?
Huh. Maybe it is.
Light like yours is hard to come by these nights. Some long for it so hard, they go looking for it in the wrong places. Funny thing about the walk, it takes you places, tells tales, but it won't utter a word about itself. Who took the sun away? Look at those stars burning like so many candle lights.
I do like the nautical theme we've taken on with this section. Not something I expected for a chapter. Well, I guess we're still in the darkness chapter. We're not quite on chapter 6. Interesting. And there's Housey, the house. Home is where your heart is, but when your home grows a pair of legs and takes a hike, home can be just about anywhere. Now, where did Potboy run off to? There you are. Come on, then. Whoa, okay. Oh, no. I can't say I'm surprised. I knew that we were going to that. At some point towards the climax of the story, something was going to grab Potboy and snatch him, and I was going to have to go after him. All right.
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monstrosities, for fools lost in the woods? A terrible void where all your nightmares come true.
Maybe not. Maybe the dark is just a reason to appreciate the light.
The dark could be a friend, perhaps a space where we might find each other, all of us equal under its cloak. taking off a tight shoe, laying bare one's feet, and taking a first step onto a new adventure. The dark could be a moment of clarity and calm, a break through icy clouds and the shameful stories we tell ourselves that fetter us to the clay and mud. The dark could be the space and time that we need to recover from the death of a dream and the quiet promise of new beginnings waiting on the other side of grief. In the end, the dark remains a mystery, its secrets locked away behind the stars. But one can rest assured that it is always there, watching, patiently waiting for us to enter it, with fire in our hearts and with eyes wide open.
Chapter 6, I take it. Real quick. Yeah, alright. Oh, the dark is advancing behind me. That's cool, yeah. The Tale of Moon Mountain. Alright. Last chapter. Did end up being it will probably end up being a slightly shorter stream. Don't anticipate this chapter taking 3 hours. Hello.
Your fire is dying, but the last embers will light the final fireplace and send your pot boy home. Can you do what you must? Naturally, you must. It is destined, and you will be loved and forgotten. The soothsayers have spoken the last words. It has been an honor to watch your journey to the work table's edge. Now go and burn.
Is that the sun then?
Burn.
We're going to reignite the sun. Do we have to reignite the sun for things to continue? Burning ourselves in the process? The grinner, smile through your heart. Smile though your heart is aching. I love the design on these guys. Just, it really, I mean, they were scary. Like, you know, not like super heart-pounding, full of adrenaline scary, but they were the scariest monsters in the game up to this point. Now we're doing this. Why? But why not, I guess, would be a more interesting question. So let me see. More trivial enemies at the final stretch. Why? Or why not? 255. Call it 254. Keep wanting to press tab to close my eyes. More lore? Don't mind if I do.
The first two-legged beings did prosper under the first sun. But it didn't matter how much they bathed in its light. They craved more. They sought to cage the sun, harness its power, and make it theirs. But the makers in their foresight had put the sun far, far away. So far that no creature could reach it. That's why, in their desperation, the two-legged ones began to collect matches, lighting them like minuscule suns of their own. But there are only so many matches in this world, and one day they'll run out, and they shall once again look to the sun.
Interesting. Where will this take us? I can't say I could have kept going last week. I think I ended the Monday stream right around 6 hours, so, you know, I wasn't going to do a 9-hour stream last week. Just shook out the way it shook out. 4.5 and 4.5 probably would have been better. But how could I have known? I was under the impression this game was only going to take one stream. Glad it didn't. That's cool. Why not indeed? Even the Grinner gets an eye, where before they were the most imposing enemy. Power fantasy? I should timestamp that. 256. Oh. This Pop Boy's quite a bit larger than you. I'll be right with you, Pop Boy. Let me just take a quick look around here. Oh, you can just go all the way around, okay. Good to know. Oh, I see. Many Pop Boys have gotten this far. Come on. Oh, we got wind, which might be treacherous, might not, actually. I could see them using that mechanic again at the end. Oh, yeah, yeah. This is indeed what we are doing. Stay right there, Pop Boy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, Pop Boy. Oh, that's right. I have to... And then... Oh, did I die? Yeah, whoops. I forgot how this worked. You do have to wait for the wind. That's okay, that's okay. Oh, shit. You've got a lot less room for error here. You would think the match would be enough to push that off for a little while. Okay. We'll do it for real this time. Well done, Pot Boy, out of the cold.
It's just gone. I have this wretched gut feeling.
Hang on. I think we're just going to have to take a break, unfortunately, while my mom waters plants outside, because that is... I mean, I guess I could just mute myself. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of commentary. I'll just mute myself till that's done.
Like something was up, like something was on the way, a danger I never could have guessed. I figured that's just how I always feel, and my worries seldom come true. And now here I am, and I have been for some time now, and it just won't come back. I'm thinking, while I had it, I didn't know what to do with it, how to care for it, enjoy it. But if I had it again tonight, I'd probably waste it all over again.
Sorry about that. There's like no way I can talk over the sound of the water running through the pipes right on this wall right here. So it's just doesn't make sense to leave the mic on while that's happening, but we're good now. What are we doing, Potboy? You seem to have a very good idea of what to do, so I'm just gonna stay right next to you to the best of my ability. Potboy! I can't see you out here. Where did he go? Oh, I love the way they paced this. Yeah, we won't. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll play an ad right before this climax. That's a decent enough break there for a quick 3 minutes. Just trying to keep pre-rolls off, you understand? Although, right about now, this game does not get traction on Twitch. I don't know what's going on there. But okay. We'll give that a few minutes. So far, in this stream, the enemy with the eye in it that you have to freeze in the right place over a pressure plate does a nice job of actually gamifying the close your eyes to beat the enemy mechanic, which I'm glad for it. It makes me glad that they tutorialized that first, so you could get good at freezing them, or at just getting rid of them, and get good at the process of closing your eyes when anything with an eye is approaching you. So that was cool. The whole system of making them act as obstacles that you have to turn into monsters is cool, and you get a decent chase sequence out of it. Ambiguity surrounding the distance I gave myself. That probably makes more sense if I go back to that timestamp. I've never played a survival horror game that has you forcing chase sequences as part of its puzzles, which is very cool. Got a solid jump scare at the 50-minute mark. I don't remember what it was. Interesting that we're redoing the sleeping enemy you can't get too close to trope with the grinners. But if you're going to do this trope, yeah, that was the way to do it, with the scary cave full of them. Not all of which are can actually be aggroed. Grinners are actually scary. I'm honestly just gonna have to look back at the VOD to fully answer why. And yeah. Now we're in the state of a power fantasy where everything has an eye on it and I can just flash it away. Nifty stuff. Ooh. It's looking like we're gonna finish this game today. We may even call it an early stream. I was planning on going for a full 6 hours on the stream, but I did start like 2 hours late, so it would be convenient to end early tonight if that comes up. So I'll probably end up exploring the rest of this game after finishing the main story off stream, and then, I don't know, maybe making a video in appreciation of it after the survival horror with combat versus without combat video is done, which is likely going to be in October. I want that video to come out in October. So next on the agenda, we're pretty much ready to start again, but next on the agenda is probably going to be Amnesia the Bunker. And then I want to do Signalis, and then I want to do Darkwood. Once those 3 games are done, I think I'll probably stop streaming on Mondays for a little while, but we'll see. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, I just need to minimize this. Go over here. Oh dear, there's the sun, all right, or something. Ooh. Potboy, your little spark, your soul, and your heart's will, your friend, always. Res. Oh. Yeah, alright. Is it time for forgiveness? Sure. Just in time. He was following right behind. Alright. That's fantastic. Okay. So there is a choice at the end. I think we burn for the first go through. See what we get. Go for 100% on the next playthrough and go for stop. Yeah. We're gonna see both eventually anyway. Yeah, okay. It was foretold. Oh. Oh shit, okay. I'm assuming I'm just gonna be consumed by this as well. Post-credits scene? Or, no, not post-credits, you know.
Once upon a time, some folk on the other side of this and that had the most strange and beautiful dream. I hope that tonight you caught a glimpse of it, and I wish you the levity and grace to smile. In in the darkest of times, and on the way down your midnight walk.
Nice. You see him strum at the end. That's cool. And there we go. I mean, we're gonna let the credits roll on this one. That was really good. Yeah, I stand by what I said last week. That's probably the best game I've played all year. Really, really good stuff. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna stream the rest of the, the 100% run, but like, I might. I'm still probably gonna call it once these credits wrap up. It's just it's a little too convenient, and it's such a good stopping point. I think there's a pretty good chance I could do the rest of the game in 6 hours now. Maybe not. I'm still, not sure. I might move straight on to a different game on Monday and continue to appreciate this game in my own time. But yeah, really fantastic stuff. I guess I was expecting more at the end. I was expecting maybe a little bit more insight, but at the same time, I was hoping to get a few more questions about the story world answered, but it's better, I think, that they didn't. It would have just, the ambiguity is a tool that this game uses well thematically, not quite knowing how real what you're looking at is, how much, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't really matter where actual humans fit into this story within the bounds of the story world. It's about just the story itself, right? The glimpse of the dream you had by the people who wrote it. The glimpse of the dream the people who wrote it had, I suppose. Pretty small team as well, considering how damn impressive this game is visually. Not a lot of people worked on it. Certainly large for indie, but not that large for indie. They're not AA. Of course, pretty simple mechanically, this game. I don't think it needed to be more. I had a feeling that, yeah, we have a couple people doing all the voice work. Ty Konzak, narrator, Headmaster 1, male headlings, shell phone recordings. Oh, all of the shell phone recordings. Pauline Constantine is the Moonbird, Auntie Merkel. Oh, that's interesting. The Moonbird sounds so Welsh. Auntie Merkel is like Australian. Very, quite a bit of range on Constantine. Chris Guerrero is the Soul Fisher. That's a familiar name. Brian Herring, I'm sure I've heard his voice before. The old man in Coalhaven, that was a very familiar voice. They did hire some individual voice actors just for certain parts, too. So you had a couple of, you had some great voice actors with really impressive range doing a lot of different parts, but then they had some, specialty voices. It's great direction in this game. Really fantastic art direction, voice direction, all of it. Level design was pretty good. Aesthetically, more so than, actual map-wise. It was a very linear game, and that's fine. And really fantastic music. Yeah, okay. We're doing pets too. I love it. I take it Fast Travel published it, so they're not even really indie. But I mean, Fast Travel sure didn't put a whole lot of work into the promotion for this game because no one seems to fucking know about it. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a hard time talking over the music. It's really not loud on stream. It's just really loud in my ears. Yeah, I mean, more people need to know about this game. More people need to play this game. Really, really good stuff. And, like, clearly a lot of work and money went into this game on account of the quality of all of the assets. Like, that is an insane amount of actual practical labor to be putting into a video game. And I'm sure as much work went into getting those assets to work in-game as would go into any other game with entirely digital assets. So I can understand the price tag. I mean, it's like a 9-hour game, right? And realistically, it's probably more like an 8-hour game for most people. I do take my time. I have a tendency to backtrack quite a bit more than necessary, although I did still miss a lot of those collectibles. So, yeah, I still though. What is it? It's I think at full price it's like $40 for an 8-hour game. It's definitely steep, but this game is a masterpiece. I mean, and it's got replayability. It's got replay value. There's 2 endings, right? So if you wanted to get everything out of this game, you'd probably be looking at like 14 hours, something like that. Not bad. I think it's worth it. It's very much a quality over quantity kind of game when it comes to hours. I'm glad to have gotten it on sale, of course. I'm always going to be glad to have gotten it on sale, but I think even without the sale, this game's worth it. Let me just double check. God, I always forget where my Steam app is because I never use it except for in these specific circumstances. Midnight. Yeah, $40 at full price. Worth it. Especially if you have a nice VR setup. If you can play this game in VR, I think it'll really be quite the experience. Absolutely worth it in that case. Oh, Sony. Okay. Okay. This was probably something that was meant to I don't know. I mean, it does kind of give that vibe, doesn't it? Of something that was meant to get people to buy a PS5, kind of like Astrobot. But I don't know. It definitely went under the radar. It seems like something that was supposed to get a lot more advertising, you know? Like something that a lot more people were supposed to know about. But the people who were in charge of getting the word out just seemed not to have. I don't know. I need to actually do research on the reception of this game so far. It's just a lot of people I know who I would think would know about it don't. So this game definitely seems like a Sony exclusive type game. Sony love a dark theme. It's true. Thank you for playing. See you down the midnight walk. Thank you for making it. You didn't have to thank me in the credits. From what I can tell, very good reception, but barely any sales. Yeah, that sounds about right. The people who have played it love it. It's just nobody's buying it. I guess a $40 price tag for a game that looks like this is going to be hard for people to swallow, but it's just so much work went into it. I can completely understand. All right. Well, still not sure if I'm going to come back to this on Monday. I probably won't because, I mean, October is coming up fast. And I need to actually start recording soon. Recording for the video essay, and then editing's going to take a while because it's been a long time since I edited anything. So I'm probably going to be playing Amnesia: The Bunker on Monday. But I personally am not done with this game. Not by a long shot. Perhaps not even professionally done with this game. Because it is, again, masterpiece. Masterpiece is the word I would use. But that's going to do it for me. Really appreciate everyone hanging out. I'll be back on Wednesday for Rogue Trader. I'm going to do some of that. We're going to continue where we left off there. And this is a cocktail stream week. So on Friday, I'll be making quite a few drinks as well. Wogue Trader Wednesday. Exactly. Maybe we call it that rather than Warhammer Wednesday. That might work. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday. Goodbye.